Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Whoa. Hi, everybody. It's great to see everyone here tonight. So thank you all for coming. We're going to get started because we have another arts banquet directly after this one for music that's starting at 6:30. So I'm going to get started this evening. So before we get started, I'm going to speak very briefly, but can we just start in a word of prayer? Can we just bow your heads in a word of prayer, please? Thank you. Heavenly Father, thank you for the ability to be able to gather here this evening. Thank you especially for our students, for their gifts, for the gifts of art, for the gifts of speech, for the gift of dance, and for the gifts of our technical skills. All of our students here tonight represent those things, and we are so grateful for those gifts. Thank you for the ability to be able to gather together here this evening. It is so great, and we are so blessed to be able to gather once again as an SFS family. Please bless us. Please keep us safe this evening as we gather. Please bless especially our seniors who are ready to go out into the world and leave SFS and pursue new dreams, pursue new academic goals. We ask all of these things, as always, through Jesus' name. Amen. So I am going to be very brief, but in my prayer, what I said, and the most exciting thing is that we're here in the Liso Center this evening, which is awesome. So we are mighty, we are here, last year, if you were here last year, this was all virtual. We made a video, and the video, all the teachers made their speeches via video. So even though we're separated, let me just say one thing in case you're in the wrong spot right now. That's probably pretty important. So right now in Rob Hall, Point of View, Yearbook, The Spirit, Magpie, and Visual Arts are all having their award ceremony currently in Rob Hall. So if that's what you're here for, you might want to make your way over there. Right now in here is theater, Crusader Live, dance, and forensics. So that's what's going to be happening in here. And then at 6:30, this should be over about 6:15, 6:20, and then music's going to have their ceremony right after us this evening. So again, thank you so much for being here. We're so excited to award our students this evening for all their tremendous achievements they've given in the arts. I especially, again, can we give a big round of applause to our seniors? Can we give it up for our seniors, please? Thank you so much. So, as we get started, in a very non-SFS way, Miss Moon, who usually is last in the program, I'm so excited to introduce first in our program this evening, and she is going to present our theater awards. Let's hear it from Miss Moon.
Hi, everyone. It's good to see you in person. I haven't seen a lot of you in a long time, and I've been hanging out with a lot younger kids. But I want to say it's so great to see the high school here. And also, if there are any parents out there who are watching this streamed, could everybody just say hi, Mom and Dad, for any parents that might be there on count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hi, parents! All right, I hope they heard that and saw your heads turning. I also wanted to say it's a privilege to be able to give several awards tonight, but I really feel that every student who participated in theater deserves some kind of an award because of the kind of year that we had. So I would really like, and I know this isn't maybe a little different, but I really would like everybody that participated in the theater program this year to stand up so that we can give them a round of applause. And if I'm the only one clapping, then so be it. So everyone stand up if you were involved in theater this year. Woo! And thank you guys for coming. We definitely, there were a lot of kids that are not here tonight because we had to watch our numbers in terms of our gathering, but we're thinking of them in spirit as well. I wanted to say before I started the official awards, a thank you to Annalise and Alina for their work as stage managers this year and just how grateful I am. I know Alina's not here, but Annalise is, and how grateful I am to both of them for the kind of work that they did behind the scenes for both plays. I could write a book, but we really love you, and we are so grateful to both of you. And I also wanted to say goodbye to a student who's been in our program that I've known for a couple years. Anea is going to be moving on to another country next year, and I think he's moving to America. But anyway, we're really going to miss him, and we're really grateful to him for what he gave to our program in the time he was here. So we're going to miss you, Anea. Just want you to know that publicly. So because of everybody who was in the program, I wrote a poem for all of you, for all the SFS actors and people who supported what we did, because this was not just a regular year in any way, and it was a difficult year in almost every way for many of you guys. So I wanted to share this with you. Annie Dillard once said that how we spend our days is a reflection of how we spend our lives. And I thought of you and how you chose to spend your days this year of pandemic mania. You could have stayed in your room so white, curled into a ball of resignation, relieved in ways that might startle you, to be out of the limelight, pressure, judgment, stressless, and yeah, powerless. But instead you lived in hope, that fragile thing with feathers perching in your soul. You got out of bed, commuted back and forth to school for winding evening rehearsals. You stayed online 2 hours longer than the rest in order to be a part of something, despite the audaciously bad odds. We chose to tell some very old stories in unexpected ways, relying on not much more than ourselves, the beauty of the lines, the richness of the mythical tales. Indoors or outdoors, bare stage or not, Zoom or unzoom, I saw you resolute, determined to finish what we began. They also say that the only way to live a truly remarkable life is not to get everyone to notice you, but to leave noticeable marks of God's love everywhere you go. You left your marks this year on the few who got to see you perform, on each other and on me. Here's to kicking the odds out of the way and pushing ourselves onto that stage for the love of God, for the love of it, for the life it gives. That's for my actors. And tonight, I would like to acknowledge some actors who have stood out this year for a variety of reasons. First, I'm going to start with the Rising Star Awards. I have 3 Rising Star Awards, and you'll note that these are younger students, but they stood on their own and held their own throughout this year. I'm going to tell you who the person is before I read the tribute, because it's really hard to know who anyone's talking about when you say their name at the end. And it's kind of frustrating. So I decided to just let you know, and then they can just enjoy whatever is said or not. But in this case, I'm going to start with the first Rising Star Award that goes to Tyler Myung. Can we give Tyler a big round of applause? Tyler Myung, I've known him for a couple years now. He introduced me to a term this year, turbo drama. I think we felt like we were doing turbo drama through the year. He told me that he did not think he could handle such a big part that I was hoping to give him due to his responsibilities. And in the end, he ended up playing 5 parts in the show. A father who was hanged for taking a stand, a guard, a random member of the Robin Hood gang who shows up in the woods and starts playing the guitar, a priest, and possibly even a tree. I'm not sure. But this encapsulates Tyler. He is there when you need him, and he's willing to do it all. And that was just his second play. He's a musician and an actor and a wonderful team player. So the first Rising Star Award goes to Tyler Myung. Wherever he may be. The second Rising Star Award goes to Tyler Kim. Is Tyler Kim here? Yay! Congratulations, Tyler Kim. I first met Tyler in middle school when I directed A Wrinkle in Time. He'd not grown into himself yet, Then I met him again this year as our musical was canceled last year. Sorry, Tyler. And I saw a young man who had grown up quite a bit. He had a hard role in Robin Hood. He had to do a lot of reacting to his father hanging, to his sister losing her voice due to her despair, to a boar who tries to attack him, which I think was his best reaction of all, to men who are treating him more like a child than a man. Tyler's main question to me throughout the process was, how did I do? How can I do better? He wanted to grow and rise to the occasion, and that means so much, and he did. So the second Rising Star Award, Tyler Kemp. Come on down for your big prize. The curtain's gonna open up and there's gonna be a car. Oh, maybe not a car, but we will give you a plaque, Tyler. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. The third Rising Star Award goes to June Reeve. I don't know why, but June reminds me of a butterfly or a beautiful colored bird who flies above us and around us, watching and soaking it all in. She can be fragile and she can be strong. She took risks in her roles this year as a 9th grader. She had to play a drunk. She had to play somebody who's traumatized, loses her voice. I'm sorry about all that, June, but I'm excited about what roles she will unfold next year. She really knows how to immerse herself, or she really tries to immerse herself in her roles. So the third Rising Star Award is June Reeve.
Probably not.
All right. Please delete those hugs that you saw. I am now going to do elbow pops or whatever those things are called. Have no idea. The next award is for Outstanding Character Actor Performance. And this goes to Tyler Nagyum Yoon. Is he here? Is he here? Oh, he is. Well, if you didn't know Tyler Yoon before Robin Hood, you surely would after seeing that show. Tyler inhabits the stage like he was always meant to be there. His life ricochets off the wall, and yeah, he laughs a lot, which brought a certain joyfulness to the whole experience for me. He experiments and tries things out until he settles on something that works for him. His character leapt off the stage, the accent, the walk, the tilt of the head, the stretch of the hand. The audience left the theater asking me, who is that guy? When you become another character completely, you're a character actor. So this year's award goes to Tyler Yoon. Come on down. And I see that he's walking again. So happy to see that you don't have your crutches anymore, Tyler. You should probably get a separate award for that, but here we go. Congratulations. All right. Give him a clap as he goes back to his seat. Come on now. Outstanding Actress in Supporting Role. I did this like the Academy Awards this year. I was inspired by the Academy Awards, so we're doing it a little differently. So the Outstanding Actress in a Supporting Role in The Tempest is Rachel Cho. Rachel is not the loudest person in the room or the loudest person on the stage. But the beauty of being a supporting actor is that you have to know how to work off everyone in the play. Rachel did this in 2 plays beautifully, The Tempest and Robin Hood. But in The Tempest, as the daughter of Prospero, as a young girl in love, as the object of desire, she was able to not only support her fellow actors, but carve her own place in the story with strength and presence. So this award for actress, Outstanding Actress in Supporting Role in The Tempest, goes to Rachel Cho. The Outstanding Actress in a Supporting Role in The Heart of Robin Hood goes to Anna Song. Anna was a supporting actor and a character actor in Robin Hood. It isn't easy to play a hateful young woman whose idea of a good time is to go to a good hanging. Who would sacrifice her own sister's life just to get what she wants? Anna was as smooth as a snake in the play, and again did a wonderful job supporting not only her sister, but the wicked Prince John. She was as fierce as he was in many ways, but she hid it better. So that takes a lot of savvy, and that's why I'm so excited to give the Outstanding Actress of Supporting Role in The Heart of Robin Hood to Anna Song. And now the Outstanding Actor in a Leading Role in The Tempest. This award this year goes to Junmo Koo. Junmo played 2 leading roles this year, but he will receive the Outstanding Actor in a Leading Role for the part he played in The Tempest as Caliban. Part man, part monster, part dreamer, part hater, misunderstood, misshapen, despised. Junmo spent most of his time in this play literally on the ground in the dirt. Despite numerous costume and makeup experimentations, it was fascinating to see his character evolve and become what it did over time. So congratulations, Junmo, for your outstanding acting in that role. Sorry, guys, for the awkward silence as he comes to the front. So the Outstanding Actress in a Leading Role, The Tempest, goes to Johanna Kleiner. As a senior, Johanna has played many memorable parts, but this one, I think, was one of the hardest ones for her. That's what she told me anyway. How do you play a spirit without fear of being a cliche? How do you show your love and hatred for the same human being? How do you exhibit power and then be stunned into powerlessness? These are the challenges Johanna had, and she worked hard to find her way through them. As always, she is a joy and was a joy to watch on stage, and we're going to miss you very much in the years to come. So come on up, Johanna, for the Outstanding Actress in a Leading Role. For the Outstanding Actor in a Leading Role, The Heart of Robin Hood, I am giving the award to Max Nam. If you know Max, you know he loves words. He too played 2 lead roles this year, and in both he showed us the power of words. No one memorizes lines like Max, and with exact precision. The words come to life as he says them. He works hard to understand them and to give them the chance to breathe and to live in his characters. In Robin Hood, he had the added challenge of playing a man who loved to listen to himself talk, but also playing someone who was a vicious villain, who also at the same time could be comedic. Again, it's hard to do that without cliche. Some audience members said, "I hated that character, Prince John." Well, then mission accomplished. He was a character you love to hate. Well done, Max, and please come and get your award for Outstanding Actor in a Leading Role in The Heart of Robin Hood. I never had to prompt Max once. That's true. And for Outstanding Actress in a Leading Role in The Heart of Robin Hood, the award goes to Yuna Han. No matter how many lines, no matter how many costume changes, No matter how many hours to learn the stage combat, no matter how many blocking directions, nothing was going to stop Yuna from being who she needed to be in the role of Maid Marian. She may be petite, but on stage she roared and fought with the best of them. There was a power and a fragility there that needed to be seen, and she did just that. So congratulations to Yuna Han as the outstanding actress in a leading role. I'm moving quickly as I can. The next award I'm calling the Outstanding Ensemble Member Award. This award is very important to me. I think it goes without, and this award goes to DJ Kim. So let's give him a big round of applause. I'm a little emotional tonight in general, but I'm very emotional talking about this. I mean, it goes without saying, I think everybody knows how talented DJ is as an actor, as a musician, and in many other ways. But this award goes as much to the talent as it does to the person that he is. It speaks to the character of the person, to their ability to support while sustaining their own responsibility, to build up others without disparaging themselves, to see the needs of a show and to meet them. DJ has been a member of an array of ensembles through the years that I have worked with, and always he has been an outstanding and inspiring ensemble member. He is extremely gifted, as I said, but he's also a source of inspiration to everyone who gets to work with him. Whether he has a very small part with 20 lines or a lead role, it doesn't make a difference. So I'd like to give the Outstanding Ensemble Member Award to DJ Kim.
Hello, everybody. I'll make it quick. At this time, I'd like to give a little gift for two of my friends that supported me throughout the years in my theater career. As you guys might know, last year we'd had a production of Les Mis, and it was probably one of the biggest moments of my life, and I enjoyed it so much. And my mom actually made these little bags out of the poster that we had, and the people that I'm gonna give it to are two of my senior friends who will be leaving, and that were part of the Les Mis and also in The Tempest. So Johanna, could you please come on stage? Yeah. Yes, juniors, please make sure to do it next year as well. It's an amazing opportunity to be a leader and enjoy theater for the last year of your high school. Yeah, that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. For my next award, this award is called the Director's Award. I'm giving this award this year to Mika Takani. I leave this award for last traditionally, as it is an award I give to someone who has supported the theater program in unique ways throughout the year. Mika not only performed in the plays, but she also played this year the role of the fight captain in The Heart of Robin Hood. This means that she was responsible to convey what she learned from the expert on Zoom to the cast and make sure they were comfortable with the process. She had to make sure there was safety on stage. She was responsible to see that the large group scenes made sense during the fighting. She was a liaison and a coach. And I really don't know, I'm not sure that we could have done it without her. She was positive, hopeful, and strong throughout the process, And for this and much more, I would like to give her the Director's Award for this year. I have a little something that I forgot to hand out to everyone as they came up. So if they can just see me after the awards, I'll just give this to them before they go today. But I wanted to thank everyone, and particularly I want to say thank you to the seniors. Okay, all I can say is we're going to miss you desperately next year. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you so much, Ms. Moon. Thank you to all of our theater award winners. Great job, everyone. Yeah, we can clap again for them. They're great. So, from what's happening on stage to what's happening behind the scenes, I want to bring up Mr. Black to present Crusader Live Award. Thank you, Mr. Black.
Good evening. So with 4 groups, that's 25 minutes a group, and that means I get to speak for 25 minutes about one person. So hang in there. I first want to take an opportunity to thank all the seniors in Crusader Live. There were quite a few seniors this year, and so I've got pins for you. Find me afterwards. But right now I'm going to talk about the Crusader Live Award. So this year's recipient is someone who has been a leader and a mentor to other crew members throughout their time in Crusader Live. Over the years, she has served in every position possible for a Crusader Live member to fill, from the stage crew, lightboard op, follow spots, microphone tech, camera operator, video director, multimedia playback operator, carpenter, painter, and much more. She's always willing to serve where needed, even if that means a last-minute change. She always has a positive attitude towards the work needing to be done and conducts herself with integrity and a willing spirit that is inspiring to me and, I believe, to her peers on the crew as well, pushing the crew towards a high standard of excellence. Never stressed, at least that I can tell, she is insightful and has always sought to understand what she was doing, how it worked, and to go deeper in her knowledge and understanding of production tools and techniques. I wish that this year could have been a more normal year to see where she would have gone in her production expertise as well as in her leadership. So I'm very thankful to have had this recipient as a part of the crew for the last 4 years, and I'm pleased to present this year's Crusader Live Award to Matilda Doherty. And that was less than 25 minutes.
So Mr. Black did not speak for 25 minutes, which leaves me lots of time to speak. So, no, actually, the next group, I do want to say something in particular about the next presenters. Obviously, everyone knows over the last year and a half, we've had many hardships. In terms of the arts, there was things that have been canceled, things that we've done online with Zoom. We've recorded things. Obviously, many things we've done haven't been normal in terms of the audience sizes, but we've been blessed to be able to do things. We have been really blessed to be able to record music, to be able to present theater. With our Crusader Live students being able to do work backstage. The next group that's coming up actually has endured quite a bit, and I'm so proud of them. The dance team, our APAC and our APAC dance team has really endured quite a bit. They have not been able to perform for the last 2 years, even though they were a fall of 2019 APAC sport or APAC arts group. They have not been able to perform. So I really just want to say, if we can all give a big round of applause just to start for our APAC, our dance students. They have done an amazing job. I think I'm going to call up Mr. Lee, who's going to present the awards for dance, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know how I'm gonna follow those speeches and how Mrs. Moon described all her performers. I'd like to say she pranced along the floor gracefully like a horse, her hair whipping in the... Okay, let me stop. All right. Before I start my speech, I do again want to applaud all my girls, the APAC dance team, for enduring a lot for the past 2 years, the only 2 years I've been here. Even though we didn't get to that final performance, as I always said, just remember it was the process and the journey we went through. Those are the most important times, the laughing and the learning and the challenges and the struggles. So that's the priceless experience that you all were able to have. And one more thing, real quick, they know it. Well, I can't say enough thank you to Mrs. Moon and Mr. John Striffler for always having my back, and because, you know, they care about you. They care about all of you. Mrs. Moon cares for the APAC dance team, and everyone cares about your growth, and this is why we put our heart and passion into what we do. So I love them, and I love that team. All right, let's move on. As a choreographer for the SFS dance team, I'm here to present the award for the most valuable dancer, which is also the MVP on a team. The most valuable on any team must not only be a powerhouse in between the lines, but most importantly, outside the lines, off the floor as well. She demonstrated her artistic talents as a performer and also as a contributing choreographer. She was a great asset to myself by being the quiet leader as well as fulfilling all her duties and tasks as the team captain. She is soft-spoken, yet speaks loud on the dance floor. I've had the pleasure of having her for all my 2 years at SFS, and will truly be missed by not only myself, but all the other young ladies who look up to her. I know dance means a lot to her, and that it is her passion. I'm excited to see her continued growth, and I'm also amazed that she could eat nothing but white rice every day for a week, for a whole week. It is my pleasure to present the Most Valuable Dancer Award to Seon Yim. Come up. Ladies, stick around for a group picture. Next, I will be presenting the award for the outstanding commitment to dance. I first saw this young lady in last season's auditions. She had a quiet presence, had what it take to make the team, and I thought she could work on her posture a little bit. Fast forward to this year, I forgot she was even the one I had that critique of, which only means she naturally matured with time as a dancer. I also gave all the girls the option to partake in the musical as a dance ensemble member. Thank you, Mrs. Moon. Even though their hands were already full. Wanting to learn and have new experiences and challenges as a dancer, she was the first to come to me enthusiastically and take the extra role. For the past 2 years, she demonstrated her outstanding commitment by being a team player, showing up to every practice, being on time, dancing full out, and being communicative. Ladies, just kidding. I still love you, but you're in trouble. I'm paying. All right, well, I'm not paying. All right. She is also someone who is mature and humble beyond her years. I am very proud of her. She will truly be missed by all of us, and I will also miss her homemade chocolate chip cookies. If you ever come back to visit, no comment. Hint. The award for outstanding commitment to dance goes to Andrea Hansen. Thank you.
I do want to say a big thank you in terms of dance as well, and I think I saw her come in. Miss Albano, are you here, and can you stand up? I know you're here. Thank you, Miss Albano. Miss Albano is our teacher advisor to the dance club, so thank you so much, Miss Albano, for all that you do for the dance team. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our last group presenting this evening, there we have 3 teachers coming up. And they are going to present for our forensics team, who did an awesome job this year. So Dr. Murdoch, Miss Brusky, and Mr. Hutchin, can you please come to the stage? Thank you.
I'm not the head coach. We actually don't know who the head coach is. We do. Okay, right. Forensics this year proved to be an extra special challenge. We started the year not even sure if we'd even have a season. In fact, I think we could safely say, I think we had one of our most vibrant, most successful, if incredibly short and late into the night seasons that I think we've ever had. It will certainly live long in everyone's memory. It culminated in an online competition against schools that we had never really played against, mostly in the Middle East. So we were talking about schools in Oman, in Lebanon, in, where else was there? There was just a range of countries and schools that we hadn't come up against, and it was a very, very different sort of competition. What this did mean, however, was that not only was it all online, which is a challenge in itself, but for most of the disciplines, the students were now faced with mastering either totally new formats or different versions of the formats that we thought we had mastered. In debate, it proved to be a really highly complex format, the rules of which I have happily forgotten and hope I never meet again. It was just kind of what you needed in that COVID climate. On the plus side, we had more students involved in forensics than we have ever had before. We had a team up in the 20s. And instead of having that small sort of core of 10, we actually had a real vibrancy and noise, which we loved. And for debate teams, instead of having our usual 2 who debated endlessly against each other, we had 8 debate teams. So we actually had a proper SFS inter-school competition that was set up. We also had an inter-school competition against ISB Thailand for some practice debates. And then that culminated in 3 grueling days of online debates, often starting at 7 or 8 p.m. and then going on through for an hour or more. Plus, you had the judging afterwards. All of our teams, all 8 of them, performed amazingly well, coping with erratic connections, very erratic opponents. My favorite was the team from Lebanon, who debated what appeared to be lying down on a couch. They were prone. Yeah. And some rather erratic judges. There was one that definitely didn't like SFS. We never worked out why, but we blame Colm. Surely they must have met Colm somewhere. Anyway, the Rising Star debate team was a bit of a surprise too. They actually broke up midway through the competition. In a very awkward moment, Glenn informed Noel that he wanted to try different partners. Yeah. Worse, they actually ended up debating against each other with their new partners. It was the most uncomfortable debate I've ever witnessed. Happily, because I'd forgotten to take pictures of any of the debates, that was the only one I took pictures of. And as we came in, there they were, these two ex-partners staring across at each other. I was like, great. There was real venom in the air for that matchup. Regardless of their slightly open relationship, the two worked together extremely well. They complemented each other's skills, and they made a sort of a perfect balance of attack and analysis. If they can stay together in the future, they do have a bright future as a debate team. So our Rising Star Debate Team Award goes to Glenn and Noelle. Maybe you could come up on different stages then, you know. Never be together, boys. Oh, here we go. There you go. Always forget. Although I've touched that as well. So there you go. Well done, boys. Our best debate team also showcased the perfect synthesis. Weird, we're a forensics team and I struggle with the words. A synthesis of styles, this time between Kate and William, a royal partnership in more than name. Across the season, they were beaten only once. I'm glad yeah, thank you. I'm British, yeah. They were beaten only once, and that was under very highly questionable circumstances. And then they came back the next day, and they avenged their defeat by crushing their poor rivals the second time. Across all of the debates, those against the SF school teams, the ISB practice ones, and those in the online competition, Kate and William were always the most prepared team out there. I have never met a more thoroughly prepared team than Kate and William. William seems to cover every single angle that can possibly come up, and Kate happily researches all of those statistics and everything to back it all up. They were commended by all of the judges, and they were rightly honored on the last day in the finale showcase. So our Best Debate Team Award goes to Kate and William. You let the girl go first. Okay. Well done. Over to Dr. Murdoch.
I will be presenting the Rising Star Award for our forensics team this year. A lot of the work that we do in forensics and that is required of participants of forensics is tedious. It involves research. It involves rehearsing words and phrases and writing and rewriting and editing, and a lot of that is very behind the scenes. It's very quiet. It can be easily procrastinated on, set to the side and forgotten about, and then whipped together in a frantic panic a few hours before, the night before. And our Rising Star actually embraced that process and did the tedious work, took the time, and found quality resources, crafted sentences and paragraphs, even when only given 24 hours to do the research and put the speech together. And there was a marked difference in the work that she was doing at the beginning of the season and the work that she was doing when we presented at the festival. And for that reason, we see Katie Fleming as a very rising star, and we are looking forward to a long high school career in forensics.
Hello. It's my, thank you. It's my pleasure to give the Best Speaker Award. Forensics is kind of a strange competition in that there are so many different events and so many different types of speaking. Mr. Hutchin talked a lot about the research and the preparation in debate, but we also have original oratory, and we have some of the more artistic pieces, like the interpretive table reading this time. And all of those come with different skills, and the Best Speaker Award was hard to choose then because there are so many different kinds of speeches. However, the thing that's at the core is that the person must consider what the audience will enjoy and how they can achieve their purpose. And I think because of the strange situation in that our festival was all virtual, and you've had so much opportunity sitting through Zoom classes, this student looked at this and thought, I know what I like and what I don't like. And so this student went through and thought it would be really effective to infuse humor in with all the statistics. And so she was able to make a very compelling argument about becoming a vegan, even though they are so very annoying, as she said. So congratulations, Annalisa Cho. And I'm also pleased to award our Leadership Award. This was my first year in Seoul, and my first year, obviously, then coaching the team. And I had many, 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 many questions. And sometimes my coaches were helpful. Fellow coaches.
I was the helpful one.
But I can say without a doubt, the student that won this award was there to give me lots of help about how things were run. Where do I go to even start this process about getting forensic sweatshirts going? She knew that Mr. Schriffler was the guy to speak to about many things. She is a very quiet leader. She is somebody that takes things under consideration without asking for any of the fame and glory, really. She answered so many questions from the team that at some points we were looking at each other as coaches like, why are there no questions from the team? And it was because this student had already taken care of those questions and they hadn't come to us. And there were many, many things that were changing about that schedule, and it was a very intricate, challenging situation. So I know that all three of us were very, very pleased and very grateful to have this student's leadership. She continued this role not only with our team, but with original oratory in this new format. They were given opportunities to mentor other schools. And so students would meet with other students, give some feedback about how they could improve their speeches. So we are really grateful for the leadership of this student within our school and how she also made an impact beyond our SFS community. I wish she were here tonight, but I hope she's streaming. Our Forensics Leadership Award goes to Sujin Cho.
As we get finished to wrap up this award session and move on to the next one, I do want to say 2 or 3 more things. I'm going to ask our forensics coaches to not sit down, and I'm going to ask all the teachers here who are advising and or working with students here to stand up for 1 moment, please. So Ms. Moon, Mr. Black, Ms. Albano, Mr. Lee, everybody, every teacher who's here, please just stand for 1 minute if you could. And I just want to say thank you. And students, please just give a loud round of applause to our teachers, please. One of the things we talk about here at school is creative excellence, and it is because of these people, the creative excellence they bring, that we get to do things up here. So again, once again, I'm so blessed to be able to work with these people every day. So thank you, thank you, thank you. One more time, please thank them for everything they do. Second, I have a huge sigh of relief because every time I organize, like I start to organize this and I want to make sure, like I was so happy we had all the awards. I get so nervous that I'm not going to have one, but we had them all, so I just have to make it through the next one with all the awards, so I'm so excited about that. Lastly, thank you. I want to just applaud our seniors one more time and thank you and wish them all the best. So thank you to our seniors so much. I do want to thank all of our parents who are here this evening for coming. Thank you so much, parents, for coming. Thank you to parents and students who are streaming online. Thank you for watching. What a blessing, like I said, to be able to at least be here tonight and gather here this like as an SFS family again. And hopefully next year we'll be back in here with every award back to the traditional way we run this. But thank you all for coming this evening, and I hope you have a blessed evening. Thank you so much. I'm sure that some of your teachers might want pictures, or I know Mr. Lee wants some pictures, so please feel free to do that. But let's just make sure we're obeying all of our COVID protocols during that stuff. Thank you so much. Have a good night.